Hello mentors, this is Activity 3 STEM Mystery in your booklet, and in this video we'll explore how to play with an example. So first things first, the goals. So the goals of the game are the following. Remember, it all starts and ends with learning goals. This is a Math CEO belief. We believe in goals strongly. First goal, this game promotes the thinking skill of asking useful questions, which is key in math, and using logic and deduction. And remember, asking question is a very, very complicated thing. It's a deep ability, so it requires a very steep learning curve. So you have to be patient with your students. They will be growing in their thinking skills, but it's going to be slow. Second goal, it also helps students familiarize with STEM careers. A key goal in Math CEO is to promote college education. So this game is targeting that. A good resource is socanu.com to find out more about careers. And I really recommend for these 9 STEM careers, you really dedicate some time investigating them. Maybe you're already majoring in one of them. Well, that's great. So let's consider this example in which we have 6 players. The mentor chooses career 4, which is the economist in this table. And then he's going to deal these cards to Ali, Ben, Chris, Delia, Eduardo, and Fiona. So what he does is he always puts an A card first, A for applicant, which is kind of the spy. So that's the A card. And then he just completes to how many players they are with the same number. So he just puts 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and then an A. He deals randomly and secretly, so nobody knows who the other card is for the other players. So let's say, for example, that Chris got the A and everyone else got the economist. How do they know it's the economist? Well, every player has the table of careers, so they just look, oh, I got a 4, I have to be the economist. So this is Chris versus the economist. Chris doesn't know which career they're playing, and he wants to discover the career. That's his goal. That during the game, he can discover the career. He also wins if they don't get him at the end of the 5 minutes of the game. Now, the rest of the world, they work as a team, the economist, they don't know that they're a team, right? Because they still don't know who the A is, and they actually want to discover who the A is. That's how they win. Discover who is not part of their team. So here's how it goes. You set 5 minutes, and let's say Ali starts asking questions. So maybe Ali asks a question to Delia. Delia answers, and then she asks a question to another person, but it cannot be Ali because Ali just asked. But let's say she asks Ben a question. Ben answers, and then he asks, say, Chris, and so on. So Chris asks Delia, Delia asks Fiona, Fiona Eduardo, and so on, etc. So 5 minutes, questions and answers. Now, let's dig deeper into the questions and the answers. They're questions about the career. And so, for example, let's say Ali asks Delia, hey Delia, do you go out a lot to explore the outside world and nature? Of course, this is not asking Delia the person, but Delia the career person, so Delia the economist. And Delia says, no, I have to stay inside reading a lot, which is probably true for economists. They have to read. And so Delia may ask Ben, hey Ben, do you use a lot of computations in this job? And Ben, he knows that they're playing the economists. He says, yes, you have to do lots of computations. At this point, Chris, who is the applicant, starts to get some feeling of what the career is. I mean, it's a career with calculations. So it could be the mathematician or the economist, maybe the astronomer, but maybe it's not the surgeon, right? Because in surgeons, you don't really have to calculate much. It's not really so mathy as these other careers. Now Ben asks Chris, is this a career related to money? And then Chris answers, not at all. You don't need to understand how money works. Highly suspicious, right? I mean, everyone knows except Chris that the economist is the card being played. And Chris just said that you don't need to understand how money works in this career. So that's very suspicious. So they're probably going to accuse him at some point. Chris asks, in this career, Delia, do you need to use chem or bio labs? And Delia says, no, we don't need any labs. So Chris is just fishing for information. He's asking questions to gain some knowledge and start ruling out so that at some point he may guess the career. Okay, so this goes like that. At some point during the game, somebody can make an accusation. So for example, Fiona could say, hey, stop time. So time stops for now. I accuse Chris. I think his answer shows that he really doesn't know anything, well, about the career. That Chris just, stays quiet. He cannot defend himself, and voting goes. So thumbs up means we agree with Fiona's accusation. We agree that Chris is the applicant. Thumbs down will mean we don't agree with Fiona. We think Chris is innocent. Let's say, for example, that everybody voted thumbs up. So they're voting that Chris is really the applicant. Since this was the case, then Chris reveals his card and the economists win and Chris loses. So that's how it goes. What would have happened if, for example, Eduardo, instead of counting thumbs up, would have played a thumbs down? Then nothing happens because you didn't get all thumbs up. So if you don't get all thumbs up, play continues. So Chris was, safe for this time. Of course, later in the game, somebody can accuse him again, and, it just goes like that. So hope you enjoy this game, and good luck.